Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me. I am still Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com. It is still in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any of our platforms. Please reach out to me for pricing. I am Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing a model that came out in 2021 from Patek Philippe and the 24 collection. This is the 24 reference 7300-1200A-011 stainless steel, 36 millimeters in diameter. It is set with 160 diamonds in twin rows on its bezel for a total of 0.77 carats. Now the green olive metallic sunburst dial is punctuated by white gold hands and numerals, and the case at 36 millimeters is nicely sized. This is a rather robustly sized women's watch at 36 in diameter, 10.2 millimeters thick, and 45 millimeters from lug to lug across the watch. Now you can see we have a sort of integrated bracelet profile right here, where if you did get a strap that would fit between these lugs, it probably wouldn't look right. So we're going to consider this to be basically an integrated bracelet, steel automatic for ladies. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see I've got plenty of clearance between the edge of the lugs and the end of my wrist. This is a watch that can be worn on a wrist as small as 13 centimeters circumference. So for a petite wrist, this is an outstanding option. You can also see that it is a watch for women who appreciate traditional watchmaking. Being steel, automatic, and well loomed, this is a timepiece that you can wear full time. This is not designed to be a dinner watch or a dress watch. It's an all-the-timer. We will throw the watch up against the camera and highlight some of the details. By the way, being only 10.2 millimeters thick, it is quite flat and it will easily slip underneath a dress cuff if you need it to. The bracelet is a design unique to the 24. You can see it has steps on the edges of the flanking links. It integrates with the case. We have a series of removable links, including intermediate size links here in case you're in between sizes. They are fixed by pins and sleeves, and a lot of people ask me, why does Patek do this? And the number one reason Patek is given is that they find that people have stripped out screws inside of links, which wind up stranding the screws and requiring the bracelets to be cut. So the idea here officially is to avoid stripping screws and stranding links. Taking a quick look at the clasp, you can see we have little elements of the Calatrava cross, the official logo of the company. When the bracelet comes together, you see it in its entirety, and then we have little flourishes of it inside. Twin trigger release, you must press both of them to pop this bracelet clasp open. Then we roll back to the case where you can see that the steps of the shoulder of the link, that actually continues into the design of the lugs on each side. We have a little geometric profile that ducks out from underneath the double row diamond bezel. And you can see this is actually one of the most subtle uses of diamonds I've found on women's watches. There are no diamonds on the dial, and this being a white steel case with white diamonds, they blend right in. They read almost more like a texture than precious stones. So there's more discretion here than you might think. Taking a quick look, we have the Calatrava cross on the crown, push-down crown, 30-meter water resistance. We have a lovely metallic sunburst, olive green, although I will say there's a little bit of an undertone of blue to this dial as I read it in person. Think Aston Martin racing green and you get the right idea. We have a set of Arabic numerals in white gold, but then we also have white gold indices outboard of them. If I could opine and find fault here, the only real flaw is that the font used for the date is clearly not the font used for the numerals on the dial. The hands and the numerals and the indices are white gold, so over time they will not tarnish or oxidize or change color or cloud. And so we'll do a loom shot here so you can see this watch is quite well loomed. This is why I say this is an all-the-time watch. It is not excessively delicate, and it doesn't have the dress watch proclivity for no or little loom. Now, as you can see, this watch uses the old 324 caliber, which means although we don't have hacking, we can always apply a little bit of back pressure when we wish to stop the seconds hand, and then we simply allow the seconds hand to resume. We also have a quick set system for the date. Roll it all over. Caliber 324 SC, unidirectional automatic winding on ceramic bearings, both of those contributing to a higher winding efficiency. Free-sprung Gyromax style balance, adjusted in 6 positions, 4 Hz beat rate, anti-magnetic. Silicone hairspring, 45 hours of power reserve, single mainspring barrel, 29 joules. Taking a note of the finish, there's a little bit of adhesive on the back, that's all that clouding is. We have nice mirrored bevels, the same treatment inside of all the jewel sinks. They've been internally reamed and polished. We have engine turning on the click wheel adjacent to the rotor. So we have the rotor center, the click wheel, and then the base plate, all decorated with engine turned perlage. Again, the bevels are quite impressive for a series production watch. Satination on the wheels. Show you the difference between satination and solarization. That is solarization on the barrel, whereas this is a less complex satination on the wheels. Locating pegs used to locate the bridges on the underlying base plate. You can see 3 of them on the balance cock right there, polished on their heads. Excellent attention to detail, and adjusted so that it will run no worse than -3 + 2 seconds per 24 hours. Far in excess, or perhaps I should say far short of the deviation allowed by the COSC chronometer test, so this is above and beyond. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.